You feel safe inside?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's make sure.
Some days.
Let me know if you don't feel safe.
Okay.
You're such a. Was this the homework here? Yeah. All right. I want to go over two problems. I think this one was probably one of the trickier ones because whoa, right here. So I want to go over that one. Okay, so everybody look at 16, please. We need to get the x and y intercept so we can graph. 3x plus 5 equals y. All right. Here's what I want to do. I want to put it in standard form. I'm going to put the y and the x's on the same side. Since the y's on the right by itself, I'm going to take the 3x over to the right. How do you take a positive 3x over there, guys? Anybody? Go ahead. Subtract 3x. Okay, so here's what we got. Come on. Okay, and those of you who like the variables over here, I can do this. It's the exact same thing. I just switched the sides there. Does everyone understand what I did there? I think it makes it a lot easier getting the intercepts. Yes? Okay, x-intercept. What do I put 0 in for? X-intercept. The y. So when I put it right here, I'm just left with this. Everybody with me? Yes? What do I do now? Divide by what, guys? Careful, divide by -3. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not. This board.
Doesn't like lefties.
Let's go. It's what? I think it's nice outside. It's supposed to be in the 60s.
I'm so excited.
No, it's supposed to be sunny and like in the 60s later today. Guys, look. Now, guys, since I'm graphing this, let's put it into a mixed number so I know what numbers it comes between. How many times does 3 go into 5? Guys? 3 times 1 is 3. What's left over with 5? Now I know it's between -1 and -2. Does that make sense? So here is my -1 2/3 or -1.6 for PD, if you guys put it in a decimal. All right, now, y-intercept. Oh. They're good. I had one. They're good. What do I put in for 0 for the y-intercept, guys? X. So this goes away. I'm just left with y equals 5. Okay, y equals 5. So there's my y-intercept. 0 goes in for x. There's my y-intercept. Graphing this, if I would graph this, what it said to do, -1 2/3 for my x-intercept. Here's -1, -2. That'd be about right there. Okay, got right here. And then go up to 5 here. So that one should have been graphed, look like something like that. Okay? Wow, you didn't give me one. Okay, those are really good. You didn't make those. I don't believe you. Your mom made them.
Nope.
Your mom made them. Yes.
I did
Put her on
that
speaker.
by
Go. Go call her.
Actually,
Yes. And say, Mom, Mr. Parker doesn't believe me that I made these cookies. Please tell him I did. And put it on speaker.
oh, she said she made them.
And then we'll sing happy birthday to her.
She actually texted me.
Is it her birthday?
We'll sing it.
And she said, "Do you have any
Oh,
cookies?"
you did one.
Yeah, I did the honors.
So I didn't know.
Oh, I did.
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm scared. Hi, Mother. Okay, so Mr. Parker does not believe me that I made the cookies.
Because they're too good.
Because they're too good.
Is that your mom?
Yeah, it is my mother.
Hi. Did she really make those? Because I don't believe her. They're too good. I said your mom made them. She really made them. Okay. Okay. All right. I believe you. Nice meeting you.
Okay, bye.
She's driving, springing up. All right.
What's the first, Mr. Parker?
And you know what? Give her attention. We're getting on her phone. Okay. Bye, Mom. That was funny. And tell your mom don't FaceTime when she's driving. What's wrong with? I'm gonna call her back.
That's actually her fault.
Okay,
Yeah, it's her fault.
guys. Hey, serious note. I'm driving on the expressway when I go home, come to school. I'm driving on the expressway. Some guy is like on his like going 70 miles an hour. It's like, guys, don't text and drive when you guys drive eventually. Seriously, I'm not laughing. I mean, don't do it. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, going 70 miles an hour and you're on your phone. Okay, let's look at 23. There are a lot of questions to answer with this. Okay, the math club. What a stupid club.
What?
I'm sorry.
I think that's fine.
I would join the math club.
What are you trying to say?
English?
As long as there's cookies.
That's not good.
Matthew, would you laugh at anything I said?
It was something really funny.
I'm gonna say one word. Try not to laugh.
That's many horse
Okay.
You ready? You can. One word.
He's in love.
You ready? Tell me when you're ready.
Here, ready.
You gotta look at me. You're already.
You ain't gotta say anything.
You ready?
Ready.
Hamburger. Oh, he wants to laugh.
Dang it!
No wonder the goats are scared of him.
But listen, you know when you make me mad. When I get mad, I cannot control my rage sometimes.
Yeah, don't make him mad. Don't make
Oh.
him mad. Especially when it's a hockey stick.
I'm really right now. I'm scared.
Don't make him mad.
It should be
Are you scared?
Oh, he said you should be.
because
There's only one person here I'm scared of if this person would get mad, and that's Jill.
Oh no.
I've seen you're angry, Jill. All right,
What do you take her?
guys, listen. Here we go. We got a lot to do today.
Love this class. She just admitted to this class being her
This
favorite.
is my favorite class.
I can't get upset with her. I just talked to her mom. I gotta yell your name, Makana. All right, so that takes care of that. Today. We're ready to go. All right.
Looking back.
Guys, this is serious.
We're short on time. We're short on time.
It's okay.
I'm talking about Bailey's right there. She said she brought the short word. Wow! Wow!
She's upset she couldn't run any of the rides in Cedar Point this summer.
Where are you at?
That's funny.
Where was her life?
Hey, you know what? I'm telling you what. The people that ride that, what's that huge dragster? No, not the dragster. The huge roller coaster. The real high one. The dragster, not the other. What's it? Millennium? I tell you what. The people that ride the Millennium need. No. The people that ride the Millennium Force, they need their heads examined.
Oh, I
No.
read it. I went last weekend.
If you gave me $1,000
I do
I
any
would-
No,
route.
heights I
Well,
freak
the
out.
Air Force or the dragster?
The steel
No,
bed.
both. I'd freak out. Okay,
I didn't know.
you know what cracks me up? It's like the steps on the Millennium. It's like they have steps coming down. It's like, yeah, if it stopped, yeah, I'm gonna get out and walk down. Yeah, right.
No, they walk up
All
to
right.
you.
What?
Yeah,
Well, they gonna carry me down? I don't think so.
No, they walk up to you and then they're like,
Get on my back, Mr. Parker. I'll carry
You
you.
just kind of push it.
yeah.
You know something? You know the dragster. We don't have a lot of time.
They need to have.
You know that you guys have all seen the dragster,
We've all seen it.
Wait, this
Okay.
is math. Include math in it.
and you know it goes up. You start here. Here's your runway. Then you go up. All right. Sometimes if you don't get enough speed, it comes back down.
Oh.
Actually.
I would be. I would be. I'd be screaming.
Dude, I had to go in the rain.
I'd be freaked out.
It's the best because then you get to go close.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my- See, right now I've never been on the ride, and I'm.
Are you getting sweaty?
Yes,
Palms are sweaty?
They might close it down.
Knees weak?
Cause I
Oh
had-
yeah, someone.
Don't go on-
it does happen all the time.
someone got-
Don't go in the rain.
That has nothing to do with that.
Yes.
She's in a coma right now.
Is she still in a coma?
Yeah, she got like hit by metal piece.
And
That was on top of your dragster.
that was the
No, it's on.
Hello.
Yeah.
Don't kids know my diagram? All right, guys, listen. We are short on time. No, I'm sorry, Gail. I used the word. Here, let me. We don't have a lot of time. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, really quick. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Seriously, on this one. 10. What does 10 represent? Okay, what I would do. X is the number of short sleeve. What I would do is just do this. Okay, short sleeve, long sleeve. Whoops, long sleeve. What's 10 represent?
Short sleeves.
What?
Price of short sleeves?
For
Short sleeves.
each short sleeve shirt,
sleeve.
right?
Yeah.
What's 12 represent? Price for
Wow.
each long sleeve shirt. Okay, so that answer is really this one. Now, intercepts are real easy. Okay, if we're going X intercept, that's gone. What's 300 divided by 10? Okay, so my X intercept is this. Okay? 30, 0. What does that represent? It tells you if I buy, now again, the math club only has $300, right? Cheap people. If I buy 30 what? Short sleeves, how many long sleeves can I buy? That's what it tells you. And then what's 300 divided by 12? 25?
Yeah.
So what's my y-intercept? Good. Gosh, this thing is not happy today. This tells you what it is. If I buy 0 short sleeve shirts, I can buy what? 25 long sleeve shirts. Okay? That's what it tells you. And then the possible solutions, you got to graph it. What were there some other possible solutions? We already got 2 of them. Here's 2 solutions. You just needed another one. What's another one labeled there, guys, on the homework or the answer key there? It says find 3 possible solutions. Well, we got 2. What's another one? Guys, look on the paper for the love of humanity. 18 what? Okay, now. Look. That means, and here's how I can check it. What's 18 times 10? Okay, 180 plus. What's 12 times 10? Does that equal $300? Then that works. So you can check it. But again, I was doing some of these with some kids yesterday afternoon, and it looked like, and I don't know what problem it was, 23 or 24. It looked like the line I drew was, exactly on the crosshairs. So we put those numbers in, and it was off a little bit. So you got to make sure by plugging it in, just like I did, to make sure it equals 300. Besides the intercepts. Okay? All right, Matt, you want to get those for me down here? No. It's over here. know, like the double loop and the corkscrew at Cedar Point. No, I can ride those roller coasters are
You
good.
missed
How about the frog hopper?
You missed me.
One that goes way up.
No, the little kid one.
We need a new pass router. He is messing everything up.
No, you know, like the scrambler. Love that.
The teacups.
Well, the scrambler, love the scrambler.
That was his,
What's that one that goes around like goes up a little bit? The barbarian ride or something. I love that. What's that? You guys know the rotor where you, the floor drops and you're like pinned against the wall? I love that.
You're more,
What?
you're more of a fair ride kind of guy.
No.
Teacups.
Mr. Parker?
Do you like the zipper?
There's a barrel.
Do you like the zipper?
You want to see?
Oh, yeah.
Say short by
Hey,
don't have it though.
yeah, don't say short by 3. Hey, you want to see this? Do you like that?
Oh wait, no, that's transactional.
Or you want to make copies?
It's all from
Hey, it should be up here.
It's a copy.
Guys, who needs a copy?
No, I don't know.
3. Hey, make 10, will you? Because I need some for my class.
Should I make some copies?
Yeah, I'd make 10. Let's make 10 of
I
them.
like 30.
He's like, I'll use his.
Are you guys
He's not gonna write anything down anyway.
You're
Yeah,
right.
matching that?
We should have been twin day today.
Aw.
Oh, you?
Oh,
You're
yeah.
blushing.
Aw.
I call him Westy.
You're blushing.
Aw.
All right.
So anyways,
Don't give Mary a cookie.
I already have one.
What?
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 I have one.
Mary, why would you? I did not have one.
Yes, you did, Mary. Don't lie.
I ate a cookie.
Don't lie.
It was a cookie.
Don't lie. You ate
There's a cookie from home, bro.
From Starbucks.
Brock, that's the most fired up I've seen you in math all year because we're talking about cookies. You know, we talk about math. He's like a flat line. So we're talking about cookies, he's like, cookies. All right.
He always takes my fudge cookies I want.
Whoa.
I don't even like fudge.
We don't want to talk about that.
Wait, what?
All right, guys. Hey, before we start the notes, let's just talk about.
Interruption. This is just to let staff and students know Lake Elementary was doing a lockdown drill that has been completed now, so disregard any messages or alarms that you're hearing. Thank you.
I guess in case it gets out there that the Lake Elementary was on lockdown, it was a drill. Brock, I'm gonna put you in a headlock,
That's what you're not gonna do.
That's cheap out. That's cheap out.
and I will do it.
No, he's a he's a
Brock,
Hey, Brock's a lefty. You gotta be nice to your fellow lefty.
guys, when we're talking slope, and I know you guys have talked about slope before. You talked slope man and all that. Okay, we always like a book. We always start on the left side. So, am I gonna walk uphill or downhill here?
No.
Okay, so that's a negative slope.
Yeah.
And you guys know this. If I walk uphill, okay, left to right, that's a positive slope. Okay, all right. So let's get going on the notes. All right, guys, slope, which I don't know why, guys, and I have no idea why. Slope has a letter M. Okay, that's slope M. Guys, slope is rise over run. How much does it rise compared to how much it runs? In other words, how much does it go up and down compared to how much it goes left to right? That's the definition of a slope, rise over run. Now, we're going to use this in a second. Change in the y's over change in the x's. That's the slope formula. So I put a circle around that in your notes. Okay, this is the slope formula. Thanks, Mr. Westphal. Okay. All right. Now, well, we'll come back to that. All right, let's go right to this. You guys have this on your notes? Okay. Guys, anytime a line is graphed, unless it's like a table and the numbers are like 2,000, like really big numbers, we're not going to use a slope formula. We're just going to count. Okay, rise over run. Okay, so here's what we have to do on this. I want to pick exactly where the line hits the crosshairs on the graph. Okay, so I'm just looking right here. Does everybody agree this hits right here? Everybody put a dot there. And I'm just going to work this way. And my next one that looks like it hits the dots is right there. Does everybody concur? Agree? All right. Here we go. You ready? Now, slope equals rise over run. All right? I always start on the left side, and I always go up or down depending on if it's a positive or negative. That's just what I do. So here's because I want to keep it consistent with finding my slope. So I'm going to start over here on the left side. Now, obviously, anytime you go up is a positive move, right? So how much do I go up? 1, 2, 3. That's a positive 3. And then anytime you go to the right, it's positive. Left is negative. So over 1. What's my slope? 3 over 1. Now, guys, we want a slope as a fraction. We do not want it as a decimal. No. Don't. But if in this case, a slope of 3 over 1, what does that simplify to? Just what? 3. Slope is 3. Slope is 3. Now, for you people that are just want to do things contraire, watch this. Just watch. You don't have to do this. If I start over here, and let's say I like to work right to left. Okay, fine. 1, come on, and I change colors. Why didn't you change colors? No, you didn't want to, huh? There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3 down, right? Because down is negative. And then 1 to the left, which left is negative. So watch this. Come on. Right? What's a negative over negative? Still get a positive 3 slope. Okay, still get a positive 3 slope. Okay, let's try this one. Now, I was going to say this. Listen, before I find the slope of a graphed line already, I always say to myself, okay, is my answer going to be positive or negative? And you can tell real quick by looking at a line, that's going to be what? Okay, and you should get a positive slope. What about this one in B? Okay, I know, and I just write it over here somewhere. I better get a negative slope. Okay, so I'm going to start here. Looks like it hits the lines exactly right there, the crosshairs, and the crosshairs right there. And you want to try to pick them as close as you can because we always want slope as a reduced fraction. Okay, now, again, I start on the left always, and I'm going to go down. How much? Down 1. And then I'm going to run to the right. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 positive. So what's my slope, Mary? What do you think? What's my slope? I went down 1, 3 to the right. Negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 is the slope. Yep.
Why do we stop at 3? Why don't we go to 3, 2? That's where it hits.
But it hits right there too.
I know, but why don't we go all
You
the way?
can, if you go over here, first of all, you're counting farther, and you probably have to reduce it then.
Okay.
You're fine. And that would probably be what, 2/6? Negative 2/6, which would reduce to negative 1/3. If I get them closer, I probably don't have to reduce the fraction. That's what I like to do. I want to work easier. But you can pick that point. You're fine. I don't know if there's another one on here. There's one right there. Positive or negative slope? Write a negative sign so you know it's negative. Okay, I'm just starting here. It looks like it's here. Again, about right there on the y-axis, right? All right, you guys try that. See what you get. See what slope you get. Guys, I know this is review, okay, but we're going to do a lot more slope than you did last year. Believe me. Okay. What do we go down, guys? Okay, down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
To the right, so that's positive. What's my slope, Matt?
Negative 2 over 5.
Yeah, just say negative 2/5. Negative 2/5. Yep. All right. All right. Okay. What do you notice about this line that's different than the other two? It's what kind of line? It's a vertical line, isn't it? Vertical and horizontal lines have special slopes. But we'd still use the rise over run, right? How much am I going up from point to point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much am I going right to left?
0.
Guys, put that in your calculator. Get your calculator devices out, please. What is 6 divided by 0? No! It's not 0. Says error, doesn't it? Okay? Guys, you can't divide by 0. Okay? You can't put anything into 0 groups. Okay? What we say on a vertical line, oh, it has a slope. Don't say it doesn't have a slope. It has a slope. Okay? We call this, whoops, come on. Oh, my. Undefined. Jeez. Undefined. Undefined. That's a 0 slope. You can just write, from now on, you can write UND. Undefined. Don't leave it 6 over 0. That will be wrong on a quiz or test. The slope is undefined. Okay? Any vertical line has an undefined slope. Think, guys, Slope Man would have a bad day if he went down there. He'd have a bad day.
Do they know Slope Man?
Yeah.
Oh, they know Slope Man.
It's a spot.
Oh, I wasn't there for it.
Good.
I haven't.
All right, now. I already had one, sister. Now. What kind of line's this? Oh, Charlotte Chick's my favorite. Put some M&M's in it. I'll call your mom right now.
Stop talking about them.
Okay, guys, we got a horizontal line, right? Horizontal line. Okay? So, am I going up or down at all here? If I go from point to point. Okay, no. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right or left, depending on, doesn't really matter. Now, put that in your calculators. What do we get? Guys, we have a slope of 0. Guys, these are not the same. 6 divided by 0, 0 divided by 6. That's a 0 slope. Any horizontal line has a 0 slope. Guys, think about the floor that we walk on. Do we want to go up or down on our floor at all? No, we want it to be flat. We want a 0 slope on our floors. Okay? All right. Now, Mr. Westfall, anytime you want to jump in, you're welcome to. If you have work to do, do it.
I can jump in.
You want to jump in on slope formula?
Sure.
You sure? You have work to do.
I'll do it later.
All right. Let's see if you can do don't grab it. Now, when you feel it in your tummy, now you clamp down on it. There you go.
Lesson.
All right. If it's not a graph for you, you need to get in the habit of finding slope using the equation. All right. So, first thing you should do, label the points x1, y1, x2, y2. I'd say some big mistakes we see are, you see the numbers 2 and 5 next to each other. See, like as a point, we sometimes want to just subtract those two. Don't do it. All right. What's the formula? Careful. What is it? y2 minus y1. And then same order, x2 minus x1. So what does that mean for us? Well, if the slope, which we use the letter m, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. If you write that down every time, you're going to have it memorized
Yeah.
really quick.
Yeah.
All right, well, our slope, it's going to be a fraction. We're going to have subtraction. What goes in the first spot? What's my y2? Brock. 1. Matthew, what's y1? 5. Good. Logan, what's x2? Zachary, what's x1? 2. Now you just subtract. And if these were negative, you'd have to do like minus and negative and fix it to make it positive. What is 1 minus 5? Over 8 minus 2? 6. Always reduce, reuse, recycle. How do we reduce negative 4/6? 2 goes into both. 2 goes into negative 4 how many times? Negative 2. 2 goes into 6 thrice. Do you know there's nothing above thrice?
Yes, there is.
Once, twice, thrice.
Yes, there is.
What is it?
Thrice.
You're making that up.
Hey, the biggest mistake we'll see is you're going to put the X's on top, the difference in the X's on top, the difference on the Y's on the bottom. That's the mistake we're going to see. And by the way, I was scared out of my bejeebies yesterday when I saw Yoda down there with the sheet on.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a ghost.
Yoda man, Mr. Parker. Yoda man. You guys agree? Rise over run. Rise over run. Rise goes with the rise.
Rise goes with the.
That's so wise.
I've never. Be wise and put the wise with the rise.
Guys.
Guys. Get your mom on the phone. That was funny. She's like, oh, what is this guy? That was funny.
Slope.
Why are you calling me Jesus? Why are you calling me?
Mom, just be quiet and listen. This is important.
Guys, put parentheses around your points as you're writing them. Okay, if you're writing them as a point. Ooh, next level question for you. Are you ready for this? Does it matter which point you call x1, y1, or which one you call x2, y2?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
The opposite.
I'm not trying to confuse you. I just asked, does it matter? Because you're gonna ask that question to yourself at some point. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's do it this way. If I do it this way, does everybody agree it's going to be -4 minus a -7? The slope formula has subtraction. It's y2 minus y1. But the numbers are negative, so we're going to have to do some work there. All right. And then the x2 is 6. The x1 is 5. Both of those are positive. Are you ready to do some work? -4 minus a negative. I'm going to clean that up. -4 plus 7. What is -4 plus 7? 3. Positive. Positive 3. What's 6 minus 5? 1. Do we need to write 3 over 1? What is 3 over 1? 3. Now, if you're going to do slope and actually count on the graph, then yes, it helps. Go up 3, write 1. But if you're just going to write the slope as a number, just write 3. Ready? Let's do it another way. Let's call this one x2, y2. Let's call this one x1, y1. Let's see if it matters. Ready? Slope has subtraction. In this problem, we're going to do y2 minus y1. So our y2 is now -7. Our y1 is now -4. Are you with me? But you have to go in the same order. If you called this one y2, you have to call this one x2. So our x2 is now 5. Our x1 is? Let's see if it reduces to be the same. Minus a negative is plus. What's negative 7 plus 4? Negative 3. And what's 5 minus 6? Negative 1. A negative over a negative is a? Boom. Can you do it either way?
Yeah.
Now, what do I mean by either way? It doesn't matter which point you call x1, y1 or x2, y2, but does the order you write them in matter? Yes. Whatever one you call y2, the guy, if it's paired, has to be called x2. That matters.
Guys, here's another mistake we'll see. Like Mr. Westphal was saying, like, okay, look at the first one, -4 minus -7, the way we did it on the bottom left there. Okay, thank you. And then you'll go 5 minus 6 on the bottom. You'll go the other way with your x's. It'll give you the wrong, it'd be -3 then. It'll be wrong. You got to go the same direction.
Why are we putting plus signs?
Because subtracting a negative is adding. If you take away negative habits in your life, you're going to become a more positive person.
Unless you're riding the
That's a positive.
tractor and it goes backwards. It's a double negative. No, it's not.
Man, we got some more. Man, there's a lot more left in today.
Oh, you know what? We didn't.
I quit.
Did you guys do this?
You know what? The last part, that's just picking 2 points out, showing picking 2 points out. It's the same as what we're doing now.
You know what you're going to do for the tables, guys? X and Y. You're just going to write them as a point,
And just pick 2 of them. Yep, any 2 of them.
and then do your Y2 minus Y1. Well, if this is correct, if these are all points on a line, then whatever slope that line has, doesn't matter which 2 points you pick. Whatever 2 points you want. Exactly.
Did you find the slope of a U, like a curve?
Yes. But it will change. And you won't do that till calculus.
Hey, he just went on the homework. He just went 1 through 11 odd instead of all of them.
Gotcha. So you guys understand how to do this one. We're running out of time. Does that make sense? Pointing you how to do it. Yes?
Yeah.
So you might call this one x1, y1, and call this x2, y2, until you do 14 minus 20, y2 minus y1, over 7 minus 4.
Have a good day, guys.
You too. -6 over 3. Come on. What's -6 over 3? -2. You could have picked any of these 2 points, any 2, and you'll get the right slope. Make sense? All right, last thing for today. Just know when you look at it, oh yeah, that's going up and to the right, positive slope. Down and to the right, negative slope. Horizontal, 0 slope. Up and down, undefined slope. That doesn't mean the line is undefined, it's just the slope is undefined. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because the equation of this line might be x equals 3. The slope is undefined. What did he say? 1 through what? Odd? 1 through 11 odd?
Yeah.
Be careful. Braden gets a little sensitive when we talk about being odd.
Alright.
You can't say short, can't say odd, can't say cookies.
I love cookies.
I need to make my mouth water.
Okay. What? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You can have it.
Really good.
Don't break it. I was like, okay. So now like this is snap, and I was like, I tried to put it back together. I don't even have like all a blur. I did like 5 seconds.
Extra.
I just told him, I was like,
If you have
So I broke it. He's like, it's fine. You want to look back.
There you go.
Excuse me. But what if you're
Yeah, I broke a pencil once and just broke it. They don't mix together with the face. So when I sharpened it down, so I got to try to break it. Is it alive or dead? It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's just this long. I'm trying to snap it.
Dude, I don't know how to my parents opened all of my guys.
I don't have my dad has a free. I don't use
I'll be in Spanish.
Yep. Maybe I'll get a picture of it on the ghost tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
or
good.
once I don't have one of my photos already.
How many ghosts do you have?
Just two. Well, here's one of them. One of them called my mom.
Crazy.
You gotta find the motivation.
Yeah, but I'll see if I can put all this all
The motivation.
Don't
Do it, motivation.
No motivation.
Motivation.
Only
to go-
pain.
No, you can't just have pain.
Pain.
Hey, get your lunch today, man.
I'll do it
Hey,
Saturday.
dude.
I don't have to.
It's due on November 1st.
I don't care.
Did you start your gratitude?
Wait, what?